Guys, welcome back to Queenvarieties channel. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to make the oven baked Nigerian classic authentic buns. I already have a video uploaded for the fried method. Please check the description section for the link, or you can check on the screen right now the eye icon that is going to pop. Please tap it and go watch it, just in case you have not tried out the fried method before. Okay, today is my very first time to try the oven baked method. This is because several people have been asking me, can I bake it in the oven? Can we use an oven method to make it and all that? And to some of you, I have responded in the past and said no, you cannot oven bake it. Somehow during this week I was thinking, why not bake this thing in the oven? Create a perfect dough for the oven method to see if we can have a fantastic outcome from it. To this bowl now I'm going to add 4.5 cups of flour, and as usual I have always told you in my baking recipes you must sieve your flour. Next ingredient I have here is 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to pour that right in here and also sift it. Alright, so after adding the sugar, I'm going to pour in some vanilla sugar. This is exactly 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar. I love adding vanilla sugar in my pastries. It brings a kind of nice flavored taste and a different kind of feel, to it. So if you can find vanilla sugar, fine. If you can't, you can use milk flavor, any kind of flavor you want to toss in right here. Going over to the next ingredient, now I will introduce baking powder. For the baking powder, I'm using 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, some nutmeg, and a pinch of salt. The nutmeg is optional. If you don't like nutmeg, just skip it out. For this, I'm using 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. If you don't want to use the nutmeg, you can use cinnamon as substitute. Give this bowl a mix. Just mix and combine. You will want to have uniform flavor taste from all the ingredients, so the mixing process is very important. Some areas to be tasting sweet and the other area will be tasting weird, so you want to have the same exact taste from the whole pastry. Okay guys, so the combining process is done. Over here I have 150 grams of butter. I'll throw that in, and please, your butter must be very cold because mine is super cold. Now with your hands, make sure your hands are clean. Now with your hands you're going to incorporate this thing very well. Sorry about my hands here, it looks weird. That's because while I was cooking during the week, the steam from the pot bent my hands. See my hands here, it's just steam. Okay, for those of you who might be so concerned. Okay, so you're gonna mix everything until a crumbly like texture is formed. We want a crumbly like texture from this mixture. Like I said earlier on, make sure you're using a cold butter. It's very important so that we will have a crispy, crunchy outcome from the authentic Nigerian buns. That's how it should be. So my hand is a little bit messy, don't worry about that, we'll take care of that later. Now I'll create a hole in the middle of the bowl. It's very important because here we are going to add the wet ingredients. 3 eggs inside here. The eggs is going to give it a rich flavor. If you're a vegan watching, you can just skip the eggs entirely. I've got some vanilla aroma. This is going to introduce a more unique flavor. Vanilla aroma, you can use the extract. You can also use orange zest, lemon zest, or any citric zest of your choice, or any flavor you prefer. Anything, just use it. We are going to mix everything, just to form a dough. And 1/3 cup of milk. You can substitute the milk with water. We are making the fried method. We would have made the outcome of the dough to be a little lighter in consistency. Now we are making an oven baked method. Things you add in the oven has to be, a little bit, in a doughy form. The difference with the oven method and the fried method is just in the dough preparation. Perfectly combined. I will drop the dough on my work surface. Sprinkle in a little flour, just a little bit of flour. You don't want the outcome to be tough. At this stage, you don't want to over knead it. 1 to 2 good minutes is okay. Drop it in the fridge for 30 good minutes and then we'll continue. So I'm going to divide the dough into segments. I'll divide first to 2 segments. So you have to be very fast now that your dough is cold, that the butter does not melt on you. I'll segment this into different stages, the way you will want the buns to be. I'll flatten this. I'll just use my rolling pin to make it smoother. Tuck it inside itself. Just tuck it in there, like forming a kind of balls, like when you're making bread. Just form them into circular forms. So once you're done, you're going to line them up here. I have a parchment paper on top of my baking tray. You're going to drop them on top of the parchment paper. If you don't have the baking sheet, just lightly flour your baking tray or oil it and then drop it there. Okay guys, so this is what you will continue doing until you have rolled everything out. Okay guys, so I've completed the rolling process. Look at what we are having here, beautiful looking balls. So now we are going to transfer it to the oven, but before then I've cracked in 1 egg here. We're going to use this 1 egg to brush the surface. We're going to bake on 150 degrees Celsius just until everything cooks comfortably well. Okay guys, so everything is perfectly done now. You can see how beautiful it looks. So let's go and bake it and see how it will turn out. Yes, let's go bake it and see how it's going to turn out. I know it will turn out fine. Oh my god guys, look at what we are having here. Hey god. I'm so excited, you know, talking behind the camera with my son. Look at that crack. You see the buns crack. Oh my god. It just smells incredibly amazing. Yes. The aroma here is zooming. Just take a good look at our buns. Look at that buns guys. Just take a good look at that. I'm going to leave this thing here to cool down completely. Maybe a little bit warm so that the crunchy effect will come out. But already you can see that crispy crunchy outer layer of the buns. Can you see it or can you feel it? Can you hear that sound? It's really crispy. So we are going to allow it to get warm at room temperature, then we are going to serve it. So for those of you who have been asking me, can I bake it? And I said no, you can't bake it. This is the new method. So you can actually bake it and have a tasty Nigerian buns.
You say you stand corrected because you can now, you see it, you can bake it, it's a new method.
Okay, so my boy is saying in the background here, I stand corrected. That means we can now bake the buns. Yes, it means that we can now bake the Nigerian buns. So if you like the outcome of these buns, guys, share this video so that your friends, many more people will find it and come subscribe and join my platform, because life is all about creativity. We are all learning on daily basis. Innovations come out on daily basis. Guys, it tastes exactly like authentic Nigerian buns. You see, this is healthier and better. Inside is moist and it's so crunchy on the outside, crispy crunchy, just the way buns should be. It tastes so nice.